Battle cruiser operational.
Battle cruiser operational. Very good. We are live for a super special URPAL FOOLZ Day Easter Sunday LOLtacular.
Indeed.
Indeed, because we have
We're
a bunch of stupid shit queued up.
Yeah, we are too unimaginative to make our own, so we're just going to report on other people's jokes.
Completely unoriginal we are. Absolutely. Because not only has there been just an influx of stupid posts this morning, there have been a lot of game reveals today.
Necro, you there?
What do you mean? I've been talking.
Well, you went arigato, Mr. Roboto, for a moment there.
I have no idea what you're talking about. We're doing a show. So, like I was saying, there have been a lot of new game releases. And one of them is a new Battle Royale game made in the style of the original Battle Royale movie. Yes, Battle Royale, Battle Royale.
Yay! I make excited sounds because
bringing you back to the year 2000, where the original Battle Royale that's totally not inspired by the story of I believe it was the Romans that did this, is they would have people from every province come, and
that's cool.
Yeah, so all this Battle Royale shit, it is actually based on something. Ah, yes. Battle Royale. Coming never. Alright. Moving forward. Not only has Total War Arena announced its own Battle Royale game this morning, it also has announced Camelry.
Ah, cavalry. Yes. A cavalry on camels.
Absolutely. You see, camelry was critical to the Carthaginian war effort. While the elephants would move in, riders on camels would fire ballistae at breakneck speeds as their mounts spitted and grunted in order to debuff the enemy. Yes, it is quite well written in the documentary 1001 Nights in Arabia.
Yay!
Indeed.
Camels are very pleasant animals, I find. They make good rugs and blankets.
They groan, they stink, they spit. They're awful.
Yeah, but once you get to slaughter them and skin them, they make good rugs.
And jerky.
Yep. I shit you not, once when I was in Egypt, I saw one of the people there.
What the fuck were you doing in Egypt? Was this in your Indiana Jones phase?
No, I was on vacation. You can go to Egypt for vacation.
That sounds like something a Polish spy would say.
It's actually pretty cheap. At least for European to go to Egypt, because it's very close.
Oh, there's the caveat, yeah.
Yeah. So I saw a guy basically feeding a camel a cardboard box, which was kind of surprising to me.
They're like bigger, stinkier goats.
Yeah, pretty much. And they don't protest when you sit on top of them.
Yes, they do.
Well,
you have to train them
really.
not to bitch.
Well, that's true, but at least you can train them. I don't think you can train a goat.
Not in the same way, no.
Yeah, probably.
I'm really glad this unit actually isn't in the game, by the way, because it's bullshit. It has a gunner on it, so it shoots. I'm assuming ballista bolts like a Scorpio, so that's bullshit. And all of its abilities are like close range stuns and silences. So not only does it never stop shooting at you because you can't get close enough, but if you do get close enough, it's going to debuff the shit out of you and run away because they're camels.
Yeah, it gives a bonus of 50% free XP, 50% unit
Oh, that's
XP.
because they're a premium unit. That's normal.
Oh, okay. So now it is shown that I do not play this game.
Yeah, yes, yeah. The facade has been lifted. Thank you.
Yay.
Though I do, in a serious note, I do hear that they're working on making it so North American and European players can play together. They're working on it. Because you can meet in game, but you can't party for some reason. They're going to fix that. And when they do, I will force you to play this game because I play it often.
What's interesting, the unit costs only 45 clicks. Just go to purchase. It's awesome.
Wait, can you buy them on the website?
Hmm?
I don't think they're actually in the game.
No, they're not. But
Oh,
but you can click
no,
on the purchase button, and that it takes you to a new page where you can purchase it for 45 clicks. You click purchase, and then some more clicks are there.
Oh, and it just endlessly asks you for clicks?
No, it asks you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clicks, and then it throws an error at you. No, it's not really available. We're sorry. This is just an April Fool's Day.
Yeah, well, it's I love this because I wrote a post like a while ago asking them to do like unit profile posts of the new premium units so that we know what to expect of them. And they were very supportive. They said they love the idea and that's something they're actually able to do relatively quickly. Which they did. The first one they did was the Samaritan Guard, which is on their website, and it looked really good and it was very informative.
Nice.
And a meme that's been rolling around their Discord is camels. Everyone wants fucking camel soldiers.
So they finally caved in.
So they finally went, okay, fuck you guys. That's the April Fool's joke. One day, Josh, one of the leads, was going, I have something great to confirm, and someone put the camel emoji under it, and a bunch of us clicked like on it, and he's like, no! No!
Oh.
So this has been a long time coming.
Fucking around with developers is always so much fun. Especially the ones that actually, have the sense of humor.
Because we understand they're in this strange relationship where there's 3 companies in charge of this game. Sega owns the license, Creative Assembly makes it, and Wargaming makes the money off it. So Wargaming kind of just exists. They're happy to sell you things. They're the marketing part.
Yeah.
We talk to Creative Assembly because they actually run the game. their input matters, because so far, whenever I've talked to Wargaming, they're like, "Oh, ask Creative Subway." So, on to new game announcements. We of course have Nintendo's new Battle Royale game that they've licensed with the Fortnite people, Epic Games. Mushroom Kingdom Battle Royale. Finally, we will know who is better in a fight: Princess Peach, Luigi, or Waluigi. Wah! Oh, and there's a bunch of other Nintendo shit in there too. But we all care about Mario.
Yeah, you have your Marios, your Luigis, your Peaches, your Shrooms, your Squids, your Yoshis, your everything.
Absolutely. And it'll be just a giant Mushroom Kingdom themed map, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Expect it. All right.
What's interesting is that this is not a April Fool's joke, but I remember that Geralt was shown in like Soul Calibur, and then he was supposed to be in one of the Nintendo battle games, like party battle games. What was it?
Nintendo party battle games.
For fuck's sake. Whatever, I don't own a Nintendo. I don't own any consoles.
How do you not know? How is the name Mario Party not ingrained in your skull?
Because I don't ever own... I haven't ever owned... well, there was this one time in the 90s when I owned a console that was a knockoff of Nintendo. But other than that, I haven't owned any console. I am PC user through and through. Haven't I told you that?
Probably.
Yeah, you are basically too stoned to remember.
What else is new? Who are you?
Yeah, I'm just the voice in your head. I tell you things that are not real.
Oh god, it's getting crowded in there now.
Yes.
Alright.
And I have a Russian accent. Why voices in your head have Russian accent?
Far too many of them. So, Jamur, the project lead of Stellaris, has revealed that the new patch is out. 2.2.
Oh, wait, what? It's the actual project lead that released the patch notes?
Yeah, apparently he wants Wiz to do his fucking job, so he did the patch notes. He's like the creative lead or something, Wiz is, and he acts like he's the project lead all the time, and then he acts shocked when people talk to him as if he's the project lead. He's like, "Why are you doing this? I'm not the project lead. I'm only the face of the creative team."
So, the project lead. No, not the project lead, just the face. So, the lead. No, face. Huh.
But who's on first? So, we're going to go through this pretty quickly, but this is just a giant quality of life patch for Stellaris. There's new thrusters that you can steal from fallen empires. They finally made it so you only need one ascension perk in order to unlock all of the mega structures. Because it was really, really annoying that they gradually lumped together more and more of them, reducing the amount of perks. Because I was okay with it when all of them required a perk. But then they started grouping them, and I went, why are you doing this? Then, now they finally caved.
They're probably doing this because
It's so that you can get Colossus in every game.
Yeah. I told you that before, but I think we really need to put achievement for getting all the mega structures on in one game.
That would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been playing this patch for the last couple of days. I really enjoy it. It's a far more streamlined experience. Even though I'm subjecting myself to a very micro-heavy play style. I have 13 colonized systems, core systems that I'm rolling over. So Marauders are now neutral to everyone except their intended target, which is very good because there was this annoying bug where people would hire Marauders and the countries next to them would get fucked up by the Marauders because they had to pass through.
Oh.
So it wasn't very fun to have them in the game.
So yeah, that makes sense. Basically, you once you hire Marauders, you don't really want them to basically stomp over other people. You just want to pass them through. So basically, the border guards are being told, yeah, don't engage with them. They're just passing through. Don't attack. Yeah, let them through.
Because the thing about the Raiders is they do message you and go, we are going to attack you to America. And so it's not like they come out of the blue.
Yeah.
You can now trade for food with the trader enclaves.
Oh, that's nice.
So you're able to avoid a spiraling death spiral of food by trading with the enclaves, which is pretty cool. That's
nice. So basically, you can because they tweaked the food a little bit, and I found it very interesting in the way that the food interacts with the population.
Yeah,
and it's very easy to get a pop on a lot of your planets in one turn, like in one moment, and then suddenly you're completely you're suddenly under the how's it called, under the production line of food.
Yeah, you're food deficit.
Everyone's getting a debuff. Your farms are getting a debuff. You're no longer capable of making enough food because you lost all the bonuses.
Well, I've found that setting yourself to a mid stockpile of food is critical from the beginning of the game for two reasons. One, because you're able to bribe the Marauders with food.
Oh, that's nice.
And two, it's so that when you start building tall, you're able to build yourself a very comfortable safety net. So now they fixed it so that leaders automatically go back to a job when they've been borrowed by, like, being a leader, being the emperor or whatever.
That's nice.
Which is great because playing Democrats was extremely annoying for that reason, because you're constantly cycling your leader.
Yeah, I guess it required a lot of attention from the player.
So
it was unnecessary. Yeah.
So they made it better.
That's good. Quality of life is always good.
The pirate events now tell you where they're based. It is now possible to get the gateway activation tech if you know any other empire that has the technology. So they made it They made it very easy to get gateways in the mid game when you've met everyone.
Makes sense.
Because that is logically when you would have purpose of these things.
Yeah, you if you want to go to the ally that is on the other side of the map,
So here
you
is
still have to make 2 jumps.
here is my favorite part of these patch notes. AI empires now get pirates.
Finally.
Fuck them. Fuck them with a rusty pirate fork. They deserve my pain.
Fuck them. Fuck them with a long wooden stick with splinters sideways.
They made it so you can have up to 20 titans if you can somehow get your capacity that high.
That's nice.
Yeah, they raised their hard caps because it was people kept complaining that they wanted more and more ships, even though they were like, well, we're trying to limit the CPU lag that you guys have been bitching about forever.
Yeah, the player often wants two conflicting things. He wants more of the awesome, but on the other hand, he has a shitty computer, so he still wants to play.
Yeah.
It's a very big problem in engineering as well, because you, for example, you want to have your flagship smartphone to be like the best and most feature and proof and so on and so forth, but you also want it to be fully functional for the next 5-6 years or so that it doesn't break down every 5 minutes.
Right.
So that's the reason why they engineers have to balance things out. Or, for example, you have all the you want to have all the latest features, but you also want to have your audio jack.
Right. So a couple traits are now mutually exclusive: erudite and talented, and nerve stable and talented. This is all to reduce a few cheesy builds. Because here's the thing, is originally, back in the first days of Stellaris, they had this silly notion in their head that they can build a high-technology science fiction strategy game and keep it balanced. When the whole notion of high technology is there is no balance. Everyone has psycho crazy guns, and it's all for nothing.
There was like a game called what was it? Total War, some kind of Total War in space.
Sins of the Solar Empire?
Maybe. Galactic Civilizations.
Oh yeah, Galciv. I remember that.
Yeah. And the way they figured it out is basically you have 3 techs, you have missiles, you have lasers, and you have energy weapons. No, lasers, missiles, and guns, like mass accelerators, they called it. And you have 3 defenses. You have armor, you have shields, and you have point defense.
Right.
And the way and they basically balance the game in such a way that they let the player choose which defense they pick and which weapon they pick, so that if it basically went on rock paper scissors kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the shields and the armor was completely ineffective against missiles, but point defense was very effective against the missiles. So you had to match. You have to, if you wanted to still use the missiles, you have to out-tech the enemy's point defense.
So that's true. And the thing here is that there's still a little. They're trying really hard to keep it rock paper scissors, but it's not really happening because there's still way too many wild things going on. For instance, you have the almighty range. that these titans now have with their perdition beam. It's hilarious.
There's so much range.
Going on to today, oh man, the early days of Stellaris were hilarious because you could build ships entirely built of particle lances. So you were able to just vaporize enemy fleets before they got anywhere close to shooting at you. It was so funny. So traditions. Tradition. This is the important one. Faith in science used to be the one that gave you assist research bonus. And the thing about assist research is it sucks. By the time you don't need to whack-a-mole your scientists like that. It's just not worth it. It's not streamlined enough of a feature. So now you get 3 months of Unity production per tech unlocked. And if you're playing a Unity heavy race, that means that you tech insanely.
So get those farms rolling.
So Discovery has suddenly became the first choice for all Unity builds.
And you actually want to avoid that, right? Because when you are a game designer and you
you want to avoid that,
and your players only choose like one thing because it's the obvious choice, then you're doing something wrong, right?
Right. That's a bad idea. Because if you rush that tree fast enough, then you're able to do some very hilarious things. So there's a lot of changes here. There's UI stuff that's not really important. The AI is supposedly better. And there's some modding and bug fixing stuff. And that's everything there.
That's awesome.
So that leaves us with answers that nobody wanted.
Oh no.
And we have a fantastic question. The people who started as heroes and then became villains in history. Frederick Bolton asks, I saw somewhere asking it, but many replies were about fantasy, video games, or books. So I want to know from a historical standpoint, when we saw people being deemed as heroes to then turn villains, I'm sure it's a thing that happened quite a few times in history. I can recall Robespierre, Pope Gregor the 16th, Vlad Tepes, and the Roman Emperor Diocletiano. Caligula and Nero are the ones that immediately come to my mind. Why are you asking? You know so many already.
Well, another one is Hitler, another one is Stalin and Lenin, of
Hitler
course.
was not a hero. What?
To his people, he was.
What?
The people wouldn't have put him on a pedestal if they didn't think he was a hero.
Then Genghis Khan's a hero. Then fucking
Yes!
Nixon's a hero. Then
Of course!
Theodore Roosevelt's a hero. Then
Yes! Of course! Every man is a hero in their own story.
Well, that is true.
Every single fucking one. All those people that you think are villains didn't become successful because people thought they are villains.
Well,
They thought they were heroes.
we could be heroes.
Yes.
Well, that's fairly true. That's where a lot of this came from. I mean, that's where the names for the devil came from. Is they were all religions that the Romans were trying to quash. Luciferians.
Right. That's a good example. Lucifer. Lucifer is the bringer of light.
Yes, and Beelzebul, who is represented in Total War as Carthage. Carthage worshipped Baal, and then they lost, and then Baal became a name for the devil.
Yep. So basically, the only reason why you would be called a villain is because you lost a war.
Fucking Romans.
Then again, there are a lot of people in the world that think that America as a whole is a villainous nation. Because, well, wars and occupations and oil.
There are all
right?
those shadow wars that we're waging, yeah.
The proxy wars, yeah. You're basically dragging other countries into wars to fight for you, to basically constantly fight with Russia.
Yeah, because
they are not better, because they're doing horrible shit, and for fuck's sake, what's his name? Kim Jong-un, also a fucking monster, right?
Yeah.
But but the media is basically saying, "Oh, how wonderful! Oh, he wants unification! Oh, how enlightened of him!" Right?
I know, didn't we? We forgot all the shit he did really quickly, didn't we?
He's still doing it. He never stopped doing those shitty things. All the death camps are still
but all
open.
he has to do is say, okay, we're gonna be buddy for the Olympics, and then everyone's like, awesome guy, fantastic, best person.
How is this happening?
We have an idiot in charge. That's the April Fool's Day joke of them all. Our president is a angry little Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, but he's not. I don't seriously think he's at fault, because you can't really be mad at Trump that he's doing this shit. You can't be mad at a bee that stings you. So what did the people expect?
If it wasn't for Trump threatening to blow up North Korea, this wouldn't have happened. This.
Oh, and let's not forget about the trade war that he has with the European Union.
Yes.
The fucking tariffs.
Yeah, he declared a trade war on China.
No, on Europe.
No, it was.
Yeah.
It was China.
China too? Oh yeah, of course. He's declaring war on everybody.
I know, and everyone was like, oh, you would never declare war on Britain. You're making a joke. Am I?
and everybody understands why this is happening. I believe even the representative of the European Union said, yes, we're going to now impose tariffs on United States, not because we want to, it's because we have to. We have to engage in this shit. We don't want to, but we have to. It's wonderful.
See, everyone's gonna play the Hillary card, like, oh, Hillary would have done this too. I really doubt that.
No, she would have done her own bullshit.
I think she might have got tough.
Different.
I think she might have got tough on North Korea. But I don't
Yeah.
think that she would have started trade wars with all of our allies.
To be fair, I would think that if Hillary would do bullshit as well, but she would at least be skillful enough to keep it under the table.
Yeah, we wouldn't be
So the
constantly
question
obsessed
is,
with it like
do you
we are with
want?
Trump.
Yes. So basically, do you want the bullshit to be on the table or on under the table? That's
Absolutely.
basically the
It's
question.
gonna happen regardless. I mean,
Yeah.
when we
So do you
advocate.
want to? So do you want the Trump to be so that it's on the table, or do you want Hillary so that it's under the table?
Here's the thing that the anti Hillary
Mm-hmm.
movement seems to confuse is now, don't get me wrong, I fucking hate her, but here's the thing: we've never once claimed that there will be no corporate bullshit going on, because we've known for some time that she is that kind of person in the same vein that Donald
the
Trump
corporate
is.
bullshit was happening like since the 80s.
So
Right.
so they're making it sound like when there's advocation for Hillary having won the presidency, that we're saying that, oh, none of this corporate shit would have happened. No, it probably still would have happened regardless.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately a given. But what wouldn't have happened is
bribery
trade
is illegal in the
wars.
United States.
Well, bribery is legal if you're a politician.
You just call it lobbying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just call it lobbying, and suddenly it's legal.
Yeah, it's legal if it's lobbying.
Mm-hmm.
Because they count that as something different. And
I wonder what would happen with the entire election cycle if you made lobbying illegal. Do you think that you would still have those these billion-dollar election campaigns going on?
If we made if we disallowed lobbying in the elections, you're saying? Repeat what you're saying.
I was basically asking, what would happen to the election cycle if you made lobbying illegal? So basically, financing illegal, yeah. Because right now, like,
here's the thing:
election
that's
cycle
something that we want. Is there are democratic groups that are arguing this, like Justice Democrats. That's on their platform. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because the election cycle in the United States is like 2 years long.
Yes, it is.
And it costs like billions of dollars.
Trump and some other fucker have already announced their presidency. Like.
Yeah, he's not even a year president, and he's going to start campaigning again.
No, it's been a year.
Yeah, more or less. But come on, that's getting a little bit ridiculous. So what now? You're going to start your election process like for the in like 8 years for the elections that will happen 8 years from now?
I mean, getting rid of lobbying is only one piece of the puzzle. The other piece of the puzzle is all of these voter suppression laws. There are a lot of laws that disallow people of specific non-white groups to not vote, or rather have a harder time getting the credentials to vote.
For example, in Poland, right, prisoners can vote.
Really?
Yeah. So there is no incentive to basically target a specific group of people and then send them to jail so that they cannot vote. Interesting, right?
Yeah. Well, That's our answer.
Yeah,
Nobody wanted.
Yeah, we were supposed to be talking about
Babble
video games.
about politics. That's the answer that nobody wanted.
I'm so sorry.
I'm pretty sure the people that are sorry is whoever's watching this right now.
Yeah. For whoever watches this, I thank you, because it's very therapeutic for us to basically be able to bounce our ideas off of you.
Absolutely, and for that we do appreciate you, and enjoy whatever
Whoever you
day
might
it
be.
is. This was our April Fool's episode, and we're signing off. Thank you.
Thank you.